You might not understand what this is at first glance. It might look like just another car, but surprise! This futuristic car can run on both land and water at the same time. It's designed with a small fan underneath, which activates when it's on water. While its speed on water is relatively low, it can still reach up to 15 kilometers an hour on water and up to 80 kilometers an hour on the road. This is a single-wheel car that can float for over 2 hours in water. The wheels are larger than those of a normal car, helping it float and move easily on water. In fact, it's one of the fastest all-terrain vehicles in the world, performing well on both land and water. It may look like a sports car, but here's the fun part. It can dive into the water without stopping for a second. Within just 5 seconds, this car can transform into a boat. If you're driving and accidentally veer into water, the wheels automatically fold in, a fan deploys from underneath, and the car smoothly continues to move, just like a boat. It has a top speed of 120 kilometers an hour on land and can run for up to 12 hours. In water, it can hit speeds up to 70 kilometers an hour. The body is made of ultra-light materials like carbon fiber and even compressed mango cupboard, which is why it floats so easily and moves so fast. Now meet the world's first motorcycle that can go straight from the road into water. Though it looks like a regular bike, it's actually an MPBS motorcycle that transforms into a jet ski. At first glance, you might think it's just a fat scooter or sporty bike, but the surprise starts when it hits the water. On land, it can run at 100 kilometers an hour, and on water, it reaches up to 90 kilometers an hour. The transformation happens in just 5 seconds. As it enters the water, the bottom wheel folds in and a rear engine fin deploys, allowing it to glide like a jet ski. It weighs around 235 kilograms, and once it's loaded, it can ride on water for up to 4 hours. If you ever visit the Netherlands, don't be surprised if you see a bus going into the water. Yes, they have amphibious buses that look and function just like regular buses on land, but once they reach the water, they float and sail like ferries. Each of these buses can carry 50 to 70 passengers. They can go up to 91 kilometers on roads and around 15 kilometers on water. These are built to solve future traffic problems. When the roads are congested, the bus can just switch to water mode and keep going. And finally, here's the most futuristic flying bike ever built. Engineers didn't want it released too early because of how advanced it is. It's made by a few select companies, and it's a real game changer. At first glance, it looks like a sports bike, but it has no wheels. Instead, it uses 4 propellers to lift off the ground. It weighs only 30 to 40 kilograms, which is 3 times lighter than a regular bike, thanks to its full carbon fiber body and 3D printed parts. This flying bike can reach 200 kilometers an hour, and it can fly continuously for 2.5 hours. The rider sits like on a normal motorcycle, leaning forward to steer, just like you would on a regular sports bike. It's expected to hit the market in early 2026. Imagine what that will mean for the future of motorcycle companies. And finally, imagine a sports car that can hang upside down like Spider-Man. Yes, this car weighs over 1,000 kilograms, and it can go from 0 to 100 kilograms in just 1.5 seconds. It can hit a top speed of 300 kilometers an hour, but its biggest trick is that it can stick to the road even upside down. Because the car is so light and aerodynamically built, it stays locked to the surface like a magnet, allowing it to drive at insane speeds without losing control.